What made the New York Times turn sour on Trump?
Primarily demanding the ideology or political values that he espoused. That's to say that it's conservative values.
I asked that question because I've done a lot on the air about how Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton became part of the New York Senate only because the Clintons introduced them. I mean, the kind of people that have their parties on the upper west side of Manhattan or around Central Park. We're not buying.
Hey, everybody. I am back, like I said, with another reaction. This is the Superman and Lois mini trailer for next week's episode. Let me tell you, Stargirl did it last year, kind of breaking the mold of the CW, SJW shows. Like they all start off like good, like Arrow was like great at the beginning. I still liked it. Towards the end, it just fell apart. They were just like, we are so sick of doing this, but we're contracted. Batwoman is just an abortion. It is a terrible piece of garbage. They should have canceled it after like the first week when it opened up so low. They should have been like, pull the plug. Flash now doesn't use his speed to defeat anybody. He reaches in and talks to them in their hearts and minds. It's all bullshit. Now, I wasn't too crazy about them doing the twins saga on the Superman and Lois show, but I knew why they did it instead of just the Jonathan Kent thing. Or don't even get me started on Brian Michael fucking Bendis. Anyhow, we want to take a look at this trailer, and it's super short. It's only 38 seconds, but it has so much stuff to talk about in here. By the way, if you missed last week's episode, there's some major spoilers in here. They brought the Eradicator from the comics into it. They used it in a different way, where they basically took Kryptonian consciousness, and Morgan Edge was putting them into human bodies from people from Smallville, and they he thought he defeated them, but he did not, because Morgan Edge had the consciousness of Superman's half brother in his head. So Morgan Edge is pretty much full blown Kryptonian, and yes, he's more evil than ever. They didn't go the Zod route; they went something else, but I think it's going to be far worse than Zod ever was. And I guess Morgan Edge's kid has a Kryptonian consciousness in him as well. But so Superman had to surrender because he was out of power. It's going to take him like weeks to get back up to like full power at the end of the episode. And he did it to save his family. He did it to save Lois and the boys. But Morgan Edge is planning on repopulating and taking over the Earth. So yeah, there's that. So this is what's happening after the hologram of Laura L's first husband. The hologram computer consciousness of him, kind of like they have Jor-El, the same thing. And the other fortress puts him through like this evil red kryptonite beam to toughen him up, and this is what happens.
John, it's happening. Just like you said it would.
Now, I wasn't sure because this was like the very end with Lois picking up the phone and calling, and I wasn't sure whether she was calling Jon Jones, the Martian Manhunter, or if she was calling John from Arrowverse, which we found out at the end of Arrowverse was he never took his stepfather's name, which was Stewart. So John from Arrow is actually John Stewart. And we saw that box at the end of that series where that small box that he opened up, glowing green. And opinions vary. I think it's a lantern ring. A lot of other people think it could be like a big chunk of kryptonite to protect them if one of the Kryptonians went bad. Okay, this image right here is Chris Reeves from Superman 3 when he was drunk in the bar, flicking the peanuts at the bottles and smashing them while he was pounding shots of whiskey when he went bad because of something similar. But this Hecklin plays a great Superman. I think he plays probably like the best Superman since George Reeves.
I think Superman's been turned.
It took him 7 minutes to wipe out Metropolis.
A villain rise. So yeah, let's take this back.
It took him 7 minutes to wipe out.
Okay, so they're wiping out Metropolis, and not sure whether the far left, where he's using his heat vision to just like take buildings out and everything, and you can see smoke coming from all over the place. It's a little triggering because I lived through the whole 9/11 thing, but not really. I understand, it just brings back memories. But then there's him, like this could be him, or this could be him and his half brother and their kid and maybe one other that escaped the fix that Superman did with the Eradicator, but he missed out like on a few of them. But yeah.
He has a family to fight for, which means he won't give up, and neither can we. Give up, and neither can we.
I'm trying to freeze it on that.
And neither can we.
There we go. John Diggles Stewart. And of course, his wife is running the DEO and that other branch of the government that does, you know, all the secretive stuff, black ops missions and all that. And he's of course been, you know, he's been trained in the military. He's been trained out of the military. He went through Ollie's training, and he is a complete and total fighting machine badass. But if he has a lantern ring, I will like explode out of my chest like an alien if he ends up really having the ring. Whoops, let me go back some. That is the Eradicator. Like, this is Superman. He's fallen down. His face is in the snow. This all happened last episode. One arm around this and this big glowing thing, and this, you know, part of it underneath where you can't see it, is the Eradicator. So it looks a lot like it did in the comics. Different colors, of course, but. Wow. That's just crazy. So next Tuesday. So I think this actually airs on the CW it might air on Monday, whatever it is. I watch everything on the CW app because it's free, and there's no way I'm paying $120 a month for cable. I get better TV on free apps. So, but yeah, wow. This is insane. Plus, last week, the trailer for Stargirl dropped last week too, because that starts back up in August. So this is going to be ending in August, and Stargirl's going to start up and go through the summer. So